he? I haven't seen him in ages.
Steve's fine. I brought you all some tomatoes. I didn't expect to see you in town so soon, Shelby.
Well, I'm here.
Take some tomatoes home with you. I brought plenty. Boy, your hair looks short. I like it.
Thank you, Miss Weezer. Jack Jr. loves tomatoes. He smears them all over the cafe curtains in the kitchen.
Shelby, your mama has told me that you have become an incredible gourmet cook.
I try. When we first married, all Jackson wanted to eat was meat and potatoes and vegetables, just the way his mama made them, cooked to mush. But I've broken him of that. I even got some pate down him last week. He swore it was dog food. Jack Jr. loved it, though.
Clary, how many tomatoes do you want? They have no calories and are full of, stuff.
Weezer, you're so chipper today. Why are you in such a good mood? Did you run over a small child or something?
Do you or do you not want tomatoes?
Just don't give me all of them.
I take them. I hate them. The sooner this body wears off, the better I'll be. I have enough trouble getting grease into this diet.
Then why do you grow them?
I'm an old Southern woman. I'm supposed to wear funny-looking hats and ugly dresses and grow vegetables in the dirt. Don't ask me why. I don't make the rules.
Get some gloves. Your hands look like a couple of two-bone steaks.
Health is the most important thing, Miss Weezer. Trust me on this.
Now that I have everyone's attention, this morning I went to my mailbox and found out that someone put me on the mailing list for the Riverview Baptist Church. Lucky me, I'm now getting chain mail from Christ.
They aren't chain letters. They're part of my prayer group's Reach Out and Touch project. We were each supposed to write a name of someone in the community that is in spiritual trouble and should come and worship. I guess you're on everyone's list.
I think it's worst possible takes to pray for perfect strangers.
Reach out to Weezer and you'll pull back a bloody stump. Shelby, I just realized you've saved me a phone call. Sister Belle and I are heading up to Monroe this weekend and we'd like to take you and Jackson with us if you may.
I can't Friday, I'm sorry. What's the occasion?
This is going to sound a little silly, but we're coming up to go to the Little Theater. We have tickets to see the play.
I didn't know you went to see anything that didn't have goalposts at either ends.
Up to now I haven't, but Sis and I decided at Bridge one day that we needed to keep up. We wanted to expose ourselves to a little more culture, and that's not easy to come by this neck of the woods.
Exactly what are you exposing yourself to?
I don't know, something. The last thing we saw there was pretty good. It was Shakespeare. I was a little apprehensive at first, but you know what? When you get right down to it, he writes some pretty straightforward stuff. I have to admit, when they hide behind curtains and put little masks over their face to fool people, that got kind of silly. Sis fell for it, but I didn't.
Sister Elle is so dumb. She thinks Sherlock Holmes is a subdivision.
Anyway, Sis and I like it so much, we're planning a theater trip to New York.
New York, oh Clary, I'm green with envy. Promise me you'll go to the first floor of Bloomingdale's and come back and tell me all about it. Women's Day had an entire article on it, and they said you can't go through there without getting made up.
We're just talking. I'm scared to death of getting on a plane.
Oh, but you're safer in a plane than in a car. Just sit in the back. That way if you crash, you won't die or anything.
I'm not exposing myself to anything.
You should broaden your horizons.
You broaden your horizons your way, I'll broaden my horizons mine. Anyways, next week, I'm getting my colors done.
You're what?
I'm going to get my colors done. I'm going to find out from a spring, a fall, a summer, a winter, you know.
That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard.
It's all the rage.
A lot of my friends in Monroe have had it done.
There's a quiz on that very topic in the family circle right over here. I am the epitome of winter.
Shelby, why don't you get your colors done? You're very fashion sensible.
I can't. I'm afraid that I might find out that pink isn't in my palette, and I'm not sure if I could live with that.
I have heard it all. Well, I'm going to the theater to support the arts in our area.
I'll write a check. I'll support art, but I don't want to see it.
It wouldn't hairlipoo, you know.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't see plays because I can nap at home for free, and I don't watch movies because they're all full of naked people, and I don't read books because if they're any good, they're turned into TV sitcoms.
I'm surprised you and Daddy don't get along better than you do. How are you and Owen? I always try and check up on you, but I haven't had the time lately.
We're good. We're good.
I can report that the Sherwood Florist delivery truck is parked outside of our house at least once a week.
He knows I like fresh flowers.
And I can report that a strange car is parked in her garage at least twice a week.
Fine, my secret's out. I'm having an affair with a Mercedes-Benz.
Weezer, beg my pardon, but are you knowing? You know.
Wait, what? I have to get a mental picture of this.
She's playing hard to get.
At this age, she should be playing Beat the Clock. She's just like her old dog, both have trouble playing with their new tricks.
Hey, no talking trash in my shop.
I can't help it if men find me desirable.
Shelby, when are you gonna bring that baby of yours by?
Oh, I have a picture of him. Want to see?
Has he gained any weight?
He's about 15 pounds now.
God, he's a tiny thing.
Well, he only weighed about 1.5 pounds when he was born, but he'll catch up. Give him time.
Bless his heart. Those were some anxious hours, weren't they? I don't know who to worry about most, you or the baby.
Well, I surely wouldn't recommend having a baby 3 months premature.
I get upset thinking about it.
Then don't. Yeah, Jack Jr.'s a little fighter, but I wish I knew where he gets all that energy from.
Try to do it all yourself, you know. In this decade, you got husbands to help you out with that kind of stuff.
He helps. Mama doesn't think he does, but he does. Sometimes. If he remembers. Which isn't often. Most of the time he doesn't do a damn thing, and every weekend he's off hunting.
Oh, but Jackson sure is a good provider.
Yeah.
And he'll come around. And when he does, I want you to run back here and tell me exactly how you did it. That way I can get work on that sofa slug I'm married to.
This one's pretty.
Oh, I thought so. Private Passion is my favorite. It's luscious without being too sleazy. Oh, girls, I just remembered. We're going to have some time adjustments next week. And Nell is taking a very well-deserved vacation.
Are you taking a trip?
Yes, I am.
Well, aren't you going to tell us where you're going?
No.
Please, Annelle, I don't know how I'll get through the week without this information.
It'll just be fun.
You know I love it when you go on and on about your spiritual growth.
And Nell here is taking a little trip to the Camp Crossroads in the Ozarks.
I don't think I've ever heard of a Camp Crossroads.
Well, it's in the middle of Arkansas. It's a Christian camp. There's a chapel, there's cabins, and a dining hall, surrounded by a lake and mountains. We spend a whole week in Bible study, in prayer and meditation, all for our Lord.
Are there waterbeds?
Weezer, leave her alone.
I'm trying to find out more about the camp, cross-eyed. I might want to go.
That's a laugh. You've never done a religious thing in your life.
That's not true. When I was in high school, my friends and I would dress up as nuns and go bar hopping.
Is your boyfriend going with you?
No, he said he'd rather eat dirt.
I'm going to check up on my granddaughter and see if she's still going to this Episcopal church. This born-again process seems so tedious.
I have to say, Miss Beezer, and I don't mean to hurt you, but I worry about your face sometimes.
My faith's fine. It's my hair that needeth most work.
Oh, Weezer, how do you know Shane?
Oh, it's all right, Truby. I love Miss Beezer. I pray for her every day, sometimes twice a day.
Morning, everybody.
Shelby!
Oh, please don't say anything, Mama. It'll be so much easier to take care of.
Oh, honey, bless your heart.
And all I have to do is run my fingers through it.
The last time you had your hair this short was kindergarten.
Yeah, I've just decided I should cut it off every 25 years.
I love it. I do.
It's not too perky, is it?
It's fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Mama. How are you?
I'm just fine. I brought something for you, but you can open it later. Malin,
It must be nice having your entire family home this weekend.
it's very rare, but it is very nice. Any special occasion? Nothing special. Well, last week was our anniversary.
Why didn't you remind me? I would have baked you something. Drum loves my nut cake surprise.
We've just never really considered anything special in our family. Well, what number is it? 30th.
Ooh, 30th. Which one is that?
How do you mean?
You know, first is paper, 20th is china, 25th is silver. Which one is 30th?
Valium.
What would Drum say if he heard you say that?
Nothing. He has no idea what Valium is. The man prides himself on never having any tension, which is amazing considering the amount he has created over the years. Listen to me. I've got to stop taking shots at Drum. He's a good man. He's a little crazy, but he's a good man.
He seems to be behaving himself lately. He was most civil in the Piggly Wiggly. It caught me off guard. I smiled before I could help myself.
The most bizarre thing has happened. Drum and I seem to be rediscovering these things that we thought that we once lost. I don't know if we buried them or if we're just rediscovering everything.
It used to be the thought of my parents getting romantic made me and my brother sick to our stomachs, but it's actually really sweet. This last week has been really nice.
Drum and I have just been recreating these moments of magic. I don't know if I'm lucky to have what I have or just lucky to know what I have.
That's too deep for me. I have to go get my tires rotated.
Miss Weezer.
Malin, maybe you should write a romance novel from all your past experiences. I get up with the dirty parts.
No one would believe it. Shelby, you look a little pale.
I'm fine, Mama. How are you?
I'm fine.
Well, if any of you are out and about this afternoon, stop by the Dixie Plaza Shopping Center.
Shelby, what have you been doing to yourself?
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
Malin, do you know about this?
I do. The doctor's been trying to strengthen my veins. They're in terrible shape. Shall we tell them, Mama?
I guess so. There's no point in keeping it a secret now. Shelby's been driving nails into her arms.
Oh, Malin, stop that.
It's not dialysis.
What?
Dialysis. It's when...
I know what it is.
Please tell us what's going on, honey.
It's no big thing. It's nothing, really. It's... Stop looking at me like that.
How long do you have to do this dialysis?
A couple months.
Mary Lynn Edenton, I am without words. Why haven't you told me of this?
I just didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, there's nothing you could do about it.
We could have done something.
Can't believe you didn't tell me. This is very selfish of you. Very selfish.
You're acting like this is something.
This isn't something?
I've been checked in and put too much strain on my kidneys. The doctor said this would happen. That's all.
All she says?
I'm responding beautifully to dialysis. Do I look bad?
No, you look beautiful, but...
Well, maybe you should let us know on what's going to happen.
Are you going to be doing this dialysis forever?
I could, I suppose, but that's not real convenient when you have to keep up with a 15-month-old ball of fire. So I'll just have a kidney transplant and it'll be fine. Sure, they do them all the time in Shreveport, 3 or 4 a week.
It's true, our Sunday school class was praying for them the other day.
But the problem is finding the right kidney.
I saw something about it on the news. It's so dramatic. These medical terms fly all over the place, taking hearts and kidneys and who knows what else. And you know the thing that impressed me the most? They carry those organs in beer coolers.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it.
I wouldn't lie in a moment as serious as this. Those doctors toss out those 6-packs, throw in some dry ice in a heart, and get on the plane.
She's right.
Oh, but she's not.
But how do you know when one comes? Will they tell you?
Well, I know some people that have been waiting for years.
Oh, that must be agony.
Well, lucky for me, I don't have to wait so long because Mama's donating her kidney to me.
Melissa!
When?
Tomorrow morning.
You're giving Shelby a kidney tomorrow and you haven't even mentioned it?
I just told you now. We didn't think it was a big deal. We only got tested last week, and I was the best match.
What do you mean match?
Well, for an organ donor, there are 4 categories, and I fit best.
Categories?
Swimsuit, evening gown, talent, and personality interview.
I am going to yank you bald-headed, smarty.
We're very upset here.
I am past upset a long time ago.
I'm sorry, it was Tommy's joke. I thought it was very funny.
Oh, so that's why your whole family's in town.
I'm just so relieved it was me. The boys are young. I would never want them to go through it. And who would want one of Drum's mean old organs? But the best thing about all this is that with all the tests and stuff, I've discovered that I'm the constitution of someone 10 years younger than me. How great is that?
It's going to be very painful.
Not really for me. My operation is simple, but for Mama, they pretty much have to saw her in half in order to get the kidney out. It's a major operation for her.
Saw her in half?
They do it on Circus of the Stars all the time.
This is no laughing matter.
Trust me, Miss Cleary, there's been more than enough tears.
My waist will be smaller once they take the ribs out to get the kidneys.
Oh, Cher did the exact same thing, and her waist looked good afterwards.
Please, that woman's crazy.
Look, Shelby, earlier this morning I said I would be better off when my body wears it. I hope you know better than to listen to anything I say.
Miss Weezer, forget it.
I'm a terrible person.
What? Weezer, no you're not. You'd give a dog a kidney if they needed one.
Absolutely. But you two seem so calm and collected.
I'm happy. Look at the opportunity I have. Most mothers only get the chance to give their child life once. I get a chance to do it twice. I think it's neat. And Shelby needs her health to chase after that rambunctious kid of hers. I've had 2 kidneys and I only need 1. I'm just glad that we can get a donor for her.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm gonna postpone my vacation a day so I can sit with your husband in the waiting room and get him some Coca-Colas and things.
That's so sweet of you, but don't change your plans just for me.
We'll make sure Drum has enough food.
Yes, you must put your house out of your mind. We'll take care of everything.
I appreciate that, and I know Drum does too.
Melanie, you're brave. Very brave.
If I didn't know better, Shelby, I wouldn't even knew you were sick a day in your life.
Why, that's the best compliment anyone's ever paid me.
Poor Shelby.
Oh, don't say that. I have my baby. I'm happy. This is the price I have to pay, then I'll pay it. Besides, I think someone still has a package to open.
Ooh, is it for me? Only if you can wear a size 4. I can take it in.
Can you open it for me, Mama?
Of course. It was just a little something I bought, and it was on sale, I promise.
Thanks, Mama. Ladies, do I look fabulous or what?
God bless you, Shelby.
You're gonna be the sassiest girl in that hospital.
Well, what about me? Good. Drum's not taking it very well. He gets emotional over the smallest of things.
Truby, this may sound repulsive, but can I keep my hair?
Oh, of course. People ask for it all the time. Oh, stop it. Your nails. I'll wrap it up and give it to your mama.
I love you all. Can you do me a favor, Miss Glory?
Of course.
Next time you see Drew and Belle, I know they're upset about Marshall and all, but tell them if that's the most disturbing thing that's ever happened to them, they should just forget about it.
I'll tell them today.
Truby, why isn't my radio playing?